Greetings, this is Terry Riley with another episode of the Pagan Gardener. What we're going to do today is we have somebody that I'd like to give a shout out to that sent us some seed. And we got this in the mail from, I'm going to say hope I pronounce the name right, Yolanda Pace from Cherokee, Tennessee. And she sent it to the Southern Baptist Church of Wicca and Save the Seeds Foundation. Okay. And what Yolanda has sent us, she says, enclosed are some 150-year-old Cherokee heritage tobacco seeds. I have seen the love you have put into your garden. Enjoy these tobacco plants. They are sacred. Blessed be Yolanda. Well, what we're going to do today is take the seeds that Yolanda has sent us and start the seeds. Now, I'll admit, I'm kind of nervous about doing this because these are sacred seeds. I'm 1/5 Cherokee, so my ancestors are hollering and screaming at me right now to be careful with what you're doing. So I've done a lot of research, and I'm going to start these seeds that Yolanda sent us and go through the whole process here and get them set. And then at a later date, we'll come back and update the video to show you how they're doing. So, according to the research I've done, you got to look real close here. These are the seeds. They are very tiny seeds. Okay, I had to separate them. She sent them to me in a bag with some tobacco leaves and the seeds. So I had to separate those. So first thing we're going to do is I'm going to set a tray of 9 and set the seeds out according to the research I've done. Now what I've done is I went ahead and mixed up some soil potting mix that I get at Lowe's here in town. I got some Jiffy Mix pre-potting. It's got vermiculite in it and some coconut core and stuff like that. Very good for starting seeds. I've already started some of the seeds for our community garden over here in our window box. So what we're going to do is, first thing we're going to do is you got to fill up the tray full of the soil, and I mixed it with warm water. And we're just going to fill up these little compartments here with our potting soil. And we're going to put them in each little compartment. Get a little bit in each one of them there. Now, ideally, if you're starting with regular seeds, but these are slightly different, so we got to do them different. You want to pack them down a little bit in each one to give them a firm foundation for the seeds to settle in once they start germinating. So pack them down a little bit, like so, to give them a firm foundation. And then we add some more soil to the top and just top it off loosely and fill up the rest of the containers to the top. And just breaking it off. I get them just about as even as I can get them and flat. So I have planting surface into each little cell, like so. A little bit more dirt just to top it off here. Get it like that. Smooth it off so you can see the cells. You want your soil loose at the top so the seeds will germinate. Okay, and there's your cells. Now, according to the research I've done, tobacco seeds are unique because they do not get buried. They are planted on top of the soil. Now this is pre-moistened soil, like so. And what you do is you take your moistened finger, okay, I got a little bag here, squirt a little water on your paper towel and just dip your finger in it like that, get it moist, then come down into your tobacco seeds. See, I got some on my finger there. Then you go to each cell and sprinkle the tobacco seeds over the cell. Like I said, I'm kind of nervous because these are 150-year-old Cherokee tobacco seeds. These are heirloom, as you can imagine, passed down from generation to generation. And what you do is you just lightly put them in each cell. And these are dark seeds, so you won't be able to see them in there. But you leave them on top of the soil. You do not bury them whatsoever. Then you take your mister after you get them in there and you just lightly mist. If my mister works. Use the other mister. That was not working right. Yeah. And lightly mist the seeds. So they do not sink down in the soil, but they just kind of set themselves in the soil. Like so. Then you gotta cover them a little bit. I'm gonna put a paper towel over them because they need just a little bit of light and a little bit of darkness, and I'm gonna set them over there in the window. Okay. Now, like I said, these I really thank Yolanda for sending these to us. Anybody has any seed they'd like us to try to start here at the Pagan Gardener, feel free to send us. We'll have the address in the description below. We'll do a checkup on this to see if they take hold. They're supposed to germinate in 7 to 10 days. It is February, middle of February here, according to the research I've done. Our last frost of the year is right around the middle of April. So according to the research I've done, so you start your seeds for tobacco in the middle of February if you're going to put them out in the middle of April, so they can get a good start indoors and be healthy, strong plants by the time you transplant them out. You got to harden them off. You got to take them out a few days and this, that, and the other as they grow and stuff before you get to actually put them indoors. If anybody else has heirloom seeds, because that's what we use in our community garden here, the community garden is what we start every year to feed the elderly and the low-income families. All the produce we make out of that, we distribute to all the people that are low income and the elderly in our community, and it's all free. We have a lot of people in the church working in the community garden for this community service that we provide. Since this is sacred seed, I hope you enjoyed what you see here, but I'd also like to offer a prayer, since these are Cherokee sacred seeds. So I'll offer a prayer over these seeds at this point. And I'm going to use tobacco that I have right here. And we'll offer a prayer for a good blessing over the seeds. I call now to the Sky Father and the Earth Mother. Please bless these sacred seeds to grow into strong, healthy crops. I also recognize the 4 directions and the 4 elements. Earth in the north, air in the east, fire in the south, water in the west. So mote it be. So, hope you enjoyed this episode of The Pagan Gardener. If you like what we're doing here on our channel and you want to see more videos like this, send us some seed. We'll have the address down there before. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you like what we're doing here, hit that little notification bell. That way you get notified every time we got a new video coming out. Hit that like button. And we enjoy the comments that you put in the bottom of the section. If what we're doing here, if you have some advice, like I said, this is the first time I've done this. If you want to make some comments in there, some advice and suggestions, they're all welcome. Opening up good communication among fellow gardeners and stuff is the way we all learn and grow. So until next time, this is Terry Riley from the Pagan Gardener said, happy gardening.